everybody. Thank you for joining me. My name is Carlos. Today we're going to be getting into a leg session. Could be more enthused, feeling great, happy to be alive, feeling healthy, just giving thanks to God above. Everything's going well, progressions are going well, everything is going well. Business, life, my family, everything, thank God. And that permits me to stay on point. Staying on point with the diet. Man, today I'm finally feeling it. It's been like, we started on the 10th, today is the 22nd, and I have been reducing the carbs, adjusting the macros, trimming here and there, doing, everything that I know I need to do according to the past logbook entrances and to my past successes in doing this. And so it is a process. It takes, it's a process that if you know how to do it, you will achieve the results. And I've started this now 12 days, but today was the first day I started feeling a little bit hungry, like after breakfast. After breakfast, I was like, half an hour later, I was hungry again, and I had plenty of protein, plenty of food, but it's just one of those things that the diet is starting to kick in. And that's actually a good thing. So today is Sunday. Usually the days, when I'm at home are a little bit more difficult than when I'm out and about or I'm in my office. I'm going to the gym. I'm doing my work, getting on with life. And so it's a bit easier to handle the hunger, or it's not really hunger because you do eat enough. Like I'm eating enough. I'm eating around 2,700 calories. But that's a big difference from the 4,000 calories, the 3,500 calories, and I brought it down to 33 and 3,000, bringing it down from December. So it's starting to really work. Feeling good, though. It seems that I get more energetic when I'm on the cut until the very last phases of the cut, which is usually around week 10 to 14, but we're nowhere near those places yet. So let's get into the leg session. Once a week, on Saturdays, for the last 3 months, I've been making progressions, keeping a overload weight progression happening with 3 different exercises at the gym. So I'm doing the hack squat, the vertical leg press, and I've just reincorporated the Smith squat. I was actually only doing 2 basic exercises and the leg extensions. We added in another for more volume. So the hack squat. Seems that I reached my upper limit with absolute weight. I did a 6-plate hack squat with 4 reps a couple of weeks ago. I tried to go beyond that last week and only got 2 reps and got a little minor twinge on my adductor. And today I only managed to get 3 reps. At 3 reps at 6 plates, it's a lot of weight. It really is pretty damn heavy. And so I feel that I am at that limit. And so, I have to regroup and think, how am I going to go above and beyond? Now, I'm not really interested right now in going heavier. If I can, sure, but I'm not going to try to peak to go higher and higher because I am on this calorie restriction. So the idea, the change in the training strategy is to give it more training volume, more work load. So the back off sets become more important. The back off sets are where the reps are done, where the workload is actually, more intense. So we backed down to 5 plates and did 9 reps. Last time it was only 8. Now 5 plates was my maximum lift 6 weeks ago. Like my max PR, I got to 5 plates. I did 3 reps, and that was the most I'd ever done in my life. Now I'm doing reps. I'm doing 9 reps. Hard. They were difficult. I was suffering through that set. I had to stagger and do like 1 by 1 after I reached my 5th rep. So that was very difficult to get that set. And then I dropped the weight a bit more down to 4 plates. And I needed to go above 18 reps, which was my previous PR. 18 reps it's hard. It really is with that weight. And, I stalled at 13 reps, and I wasn't going to let it go. I said, I have to get the 19. And I did them one by one by one. The last 3 reps were agony. And when I got to, I tied it at 18, I said, well, I reached this far to not get my PR. I have to get one more. Got it. 19 reps. Absolute misery. It sucks. I mean, it was like my head, my ears were ringing. I was out of breath for like 5 minutes. It was really tough. It was hard to get through that set, but I did it. It's like a new level, very hard, very difficult, but I did it. And so I know I can do more, like next time. It's, slowly building on these progressions. One training session per week is enough with that type of intensity. From there, we went to the vertical leg press. Now, after doing that type of output on the hack squat, I did not fully expect to do PRs or anything spectacular with the vertical leg press, which I have been doing. But I built it up to the 5 plates, which is my max. I have done 6 reps with the 5 plates, and I put a 5 kilo or 10 pound on each side and brought it all the way down and only managed to get 1 rep. And it felt very heavy, and I felt that it would be dangerous to do more reps. So I left it at that, brought the weight back down, and did 8 reps with 4 plates. And by then my legs were feeling extremely pumped. They were feeling really good. I said, okay, this is actually bodybuilding, territory. This is where the legs are growing. This is how they are growing. Heavy weight here, heavy weight over there, high reps with heavy weight, more exercise to them, just more and more and more within, reason. And so by that time I was feeling great. Then I went to the Smith, which this is the second week reincorporated the Smith, which I got very strong on the first semester of last year. I built it up to 4 plates and a 10 kilo on each side for 4 reps, all the way down, biomechanically perfect reps. And so, I'm pretty strong on that. So I left it for last and just did, a few, like a maintenance set with 5 reps with 3 plates just to, okay, I'm back with the Smith squat. Felt good. Like my knees, the issue is completely healed. It's gone. It's almost like, well, thank God, but, it's like magic because they were giving me some issues. It was making, the pain was there constantly. It was chronic. It was making itself felt. And I had the feeling that this was going to be a permanent condition with my knees. And changing the exercise selection, not negotiating the weight. I continue doing the heavy weight and progressing and doing PRs. And now they're healed. Man, it's healed. And it wasn't really the knee. It was like the muscle right on top of the knee, that area there. It was just way overworked through strict Smith squatting and nothing else. And so by changing the exercise selection, I changed the bias of what muscles are actually being used in the leg. And now the thing has been built up. The muscles are more built up around it. Everything has been shifted a bit, and my knee is just great. I can jog downhill now. It's like, whoa, I had to walk carefully downstairs. Now it's just like, it's like brand new, like being born again, man. It's great. And then from there, I still had some energy, so I went gung-ho on the leg extensions. Now the leg extension, I'm really getting enthused with the leg extensions. It's, what are these exercises that most people gravitate to when they're doing their leg day? It's easy. You sit down. All you have to do is, extend your leg. And it's fairly easy. Usually use a light weight and try to get a little pump. And, that's your leg routine for many people. But here I left it for the very last after doing all those heavy compound movements. My legs were like I was walking like thunder thighs. It was like, oh man, this is great, getting this pump. My inner thigh is chafing. I'm feeling fat in the legs, but they're muscle. It was just, I'm feeling good with this shit. So I actually really worked the leg extension hard. Now, for me, hard is doing the weight progression. The weight progression here was 120, 160, 190, and I topped out at 220. I'd never done 220 pounds on the leg extensions. And my legs felt like they were tight. They were separated. They were, there's many descriptions to explain how I felt with those quads, but they were completely, absolutely worked at the end of this session. and I could see them through the cloth of the through the sweats, how they're working and bulging, and I was just getting really worked up with it. It was just like the coup de grace for an excellent session. The exercise selection is very important, in my opinion, and especially getting over this knee issue. I see it's paramount. Difficulty doing a deep knee bend in the mornings. Like I would get up, and before I just, in front of the mirror, I do the deep knee bend all the way down, and no problem. And then last year it became an issue where I really would think twice about doing the deep knee bend. Now I don't give it an issue. It's like I can go down. So, just that was it for this session. Like I said, the diet is kicking in. Back on PEDs, doing minimal anabolics, doing 600 milligrams of test, which is not minimal. It's more than a cruise, that's for sure, and incorporating 200 milligrams of NPP. Still no fat burners and nothing else. That's basically it. Just 2 compounds at a moderate dose, tightening the diet, and doing about one honest session of cardio a week, and I warm up with 15-minute sort of hardcore cardio before the workouts. They say that you shouldn't really do cardio before lifting weight because it'll take away from the strength and all that. Sure, if you're going to do, a lot of cardio, you're going to do a 30 or 45-minute session, I wouldn't do weights after that. But 15 minutes is just not enough to get you that fatigue. Now, if you're fatigued from 15 minutes of moderate cardio, you have to question your fitness level. That should not be enough to detract from a serious hardcore session. I did my cardio on the Stairmaster, and then I did those PRs on the hack and did everything else. So obviously, it's not detracting from the efforts lifting weights. And it does stimulate. I use it as a pre-workout. Cardio for me is like a pre-workout. It stimulates, it gets me into a meditative state where I sink in my breathing. You get into the workout. I can't wait for those 15 minutes to go by so I can go lift. But it's like a pause before you go lift. Okay, you got to do this. And then you're just building up the expectation and the energy to go do those lifts, because there is a bit of apprehension, starting these leg sessions, at these levels. I'm thinking, shit, 6 plates to get today, I got to do the back offset. And like when you start thinking about it before training, it creates a bit of anxiety. And this is where the cardio comes in, where I actually meditate. Okay, you're in the moment. You're doing this now. That will come later, and you'll be in the moment then too. So you learn how to train your mind to get over the anxiety and, be more relaxed as you broach these outer limits. So welcome to the outer limits. Anyways, people, thanks for joining me. God bless you all. We'll see you on the next episode. So, today, after our weekly leg session, after our 15-minute cardio on the Stairmaster, getting that blood moving, the heart rate up, warming up that way, we go straight into our first major compound exercise, which is the hack squat. Now here, the technique to achieving our maximum lifts is to go slowly, step by step, and not fatiguing on the way up. So we do what is called feeder sets. We do not do pyramids of 15, 12, 10, 8. That's the recipe for getting fatigued before you hit your max lifts. We do those reps on the way down. So on the way up, we do these feeder sets with very low reps, getting the proper range. Range here is going all the way down until the sled actually hits the bottom. And so you can't go further down. I place my legs midway on the foot support, so it's not way up, it's not way down either. It's the optimum placing to producing force, or maximal force in my case. These lifts have greatly improved my knee conditions. In fact, I'm over them now. And here we go for our max. I needed to get 5 reps. Last week I bombed with 2. My max is 4. and on the second rep, I'm starting to feel it. This is so heavy. I just lost it here. But I actually managed to get the 3 reps. So that was it. We're holding our own with the 6 plates, not increasing the weight. Now here we back down to 5 plates. And my PR before was 8 reps. And so obviously the goal is to get 9. And right from the start, feeling strong, but there's a lot of resistance. It's not easy. It's a struggle. It is very hard, as a matter of fact. Here I stop at 5 reps and regroup. Do 1 by 1, 6, 7. I'm thinking to myself, geez, 2 more. Come on, you can do it. 1 more rep, and here I'm really thinking, gotta get 1 more. I wanted to stop. If I didn't have these clear goals in mind, I would stop way before hitting these limits. But I got my PR. Never in my life have I done 9 reps with 5 plates. And so we back down a little further more to do more work volume, more hypertrophy with 4 plates. Here the previous best was 18 reps. And believe me, anything beyond 12 is not easy. It's just not easy. And anything above 15 is not fun. These are very taxing on the cardio. They take a lot of determination. You have to be resolved to do them, or else you'll just bail. You just won't. Like here I hit 10, and then I was going to cluster 4x4s, and I got 3 more. Here I'm up to 13, and I'm realizing I still have 6 more reps to go, and I was thinking about doing them 3x3, and no, I mean, just 1 at a time. It's really feeling difficult here. 15, I'm thinking to myself, what am I getting myself into? This is not fun. Got to do it. And I just kept on going. I said, just try. If you have 1 more rep, just 1 more rep, 1 more rep here. And so I'm feeling the agony. I'm in that pain zone where more than the muscle is definitely fatiguing, but I'm also feeling a cardio, full body stress, which is a little bit like being underwater. It's like I just wanted to stop. Thank God it was over. Now, somehow I repeated the video here with a sped. I sped up the video to put it on YouTube because for the shorts, I needed it to be for under a minute. And that's the other thing. Those extended sets, those 19 reps took almost 2 minutes to accomplish. Not easy. Just absolutely a torture session. And I'm really not looking forward to trying the 20 reps, which is the next stop, obviously. 20 reps with those 4 plates. But in hindsight, this is probably one of the most beneficial sets of my life. I mean, my pants are absolutely tight this morning, not around the waist. I can barely get my legs into them. They feel swole. They feel thick. They are growing. And of course, the numbers do not lie. My max with the 4 plates before was 12, then I got up to 15, then 18, and today I got 19 reps. So it's improving. Obviously, muscle mass is increasing. And here we go to our second major compound exercise, the vertical leg press. Oh, how I love this machine. It is really doing it for me. I get the incredible stretch reflex on the bottom. I feel my adductors, the insertion of my adductor, glute, and quads stretching. I feel the top of the thigh on the front, where you can't see it there, but on the front, I can feel it separating and giving it more definition as I am doing the rep. So I'm really getting involved with this machine. I'm making nice progress on it. Nonetheless, coming off the hack squat with those 2 PRs, plus the top set with 3 plates on the 6th plate, I was approaching this with a bit of caution, to say the least. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to hit my top weight, and so somehow I instinctively threw on a little bit more weight. So this is my max I've ever done, 5 plates plus 5 kilo on each side, and I was going to try to do 3 reps, and on my first rep it just felt unbelievably heavy, so I left it at that and back down to 4 plates. Now with the 4 plates, to go beyond my previous best would be 13 reps actually, but I didn't want to do that today. I felt that this was enough, so I did 1 set with 8 reps, and by golly, my legs were absolutely jacked. They were pumped. They were engorged and feeling very, very good. Not just painful, but they were feeling really good. So here I went and had dessert. The Smith squat. This Smith squat before had given me pain issues because I was doing them very heavy. I'd gone up to 425 pounds, which is 4 plates and a 5 kilo on each side for 4 reps. And 4 plates, I do 6 reps, like with this technique here, going all the way down, or as far down as you should go. I don't believe you should go down further. You don't want to lay down on with your face first on the ground. No, this is low. It's low enough. Anybody who says the contrary is just doing it for argument's sake. My goodness, my pants were falling down. So here with 2 plates, just getting the range of motion, feeling very easy. Now these 2 plates just felt ridiculously light. Right before they would be a challenge. It also depends on how you approach the thing. Now with 3 plates, what can I say? Back to my old ways with the Smith squat. I love this machine. I can get very strong on it. I want to get really, really strong. I want to go beyond what I have done before. And this gave me great hope that I am going to be able to do that. Since I reached my max on the hack squats, the Smith is opening up a new venue for progression. This is the second week. I left it for the last compound movement, and just sticking with 3 plates now. I think I'll go up to 3.5 next time if I have the energy. And finished off today with the leg extension. I've been doing 3 sets of these. Today I did 4, and I topped out with 220 pounds, which is 20 pounds shy of the full stack. Now here, my legs were feeling stretched, separated, tight, pumped, and close to ripping. All those at the same time. But it felt great. It was like, oh my God. Like, I could not ask for more from a leg workout. I was very happy when it was over. And because actually there is a bit of anxiety before reaching the gym and knowing what I have in front of me. It's kind of like going up a very tall mountain. Once you reach the top, you relax, you let go. But here I still had a few sets left to go. This is my second to the last. I'm up to 190 pounds. My legs are looking bigger than they were before I started this leg growth periodization. It has worked. By no means are they where I want them to be, but I can do no more. I've given it my all for these last few months. I trained 3 months without gear, just on TRT. The last month, no TRT, dropped everything, and I continued to make gains. But now I'm back on, and I'm feeling great, feeling wonderful. Here I go with my top set, 220 pounds, just really focusing on that mind-muscle connection. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. God bless you all. I really appreciate your support. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share.